Hi, Tony Daly here, and I want to go over my trade of the day. Looking at Zillow, I'm looking at a 1 hour time frame on Zillow, and notice I have my stochastic indicator has almost gone to oversold, but it has hooked down. That was based on these three candles here after it bounced off the rainbow moving average. Anyway, my rainbow moving average here is basically my support resistance line, and it's also my trend indicator. When the bands are together and intertwined, in other words, there's no space in between them, that's basically saying that this particular market is range bound and in a channel, and you could see that. So definitely not a trade there. But as it breaks out, and in this case it broke down, once the moving averages start to have separation and you could see through them, that adds to the conviction of the trade. What I wait for is for the moving averages to have clarity through them, and I wait for a retrace to test and touch the moving averages, but not close through them. If it closes through them on the next candle, that voids the trade. But as long as it could stay inside them for at least three candles. But what I look for is a close back outside the candle. So this is basically a test and then continuation trade. And then as it breaks down, you can see the market starting to break down over here, and in this case I put on a bear call, and I use 95 as my strike price, which is just beyond the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement. So I have the 50% and the 38.2 as lines of resistance. So I've got a little help on the way up should the stock start to trail against me. Going to the Analyze tab, I put this trade on for a credit of 70 cents. I basically did a bear call, selling the 95 and buying the 100. And this was an October expiration, and I collected 70 cents for this trade. So I risked $4.30. So my expected return is 16%, and my target is basically to try to capture at least 2/3 of the premium. So we'll keep an eye on it and we'll see how it goes. And if any of you would like the settings for this moving average band, which gives you a lot of clarity and it's been very effective for me, please send me an email. And thanks, and hope it helps. See you soon.